can deny what's ahead, you can deny the storm, or you can prepare for the storm. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. Well, the storm starts tomorrow with my kitchen being renovated. Everything has been pulled out, the dishes, everything. It's a big mess in my house right now. And so it's going to be kind of a storm and for the next couple of weeks in the sense of the renovations that's taking place. They're going to be tearing out all the cabinets and rebuilding brand new cabinets and a whole brand new kitchen, basically. Okay. But that's not really the kind of storm I'm talking about, because that's kind of a good storm. That's a good thing. We're renovating. And I got to thinking about when you go through, when you see a storm coming, when you see a crisis coming, when you know that there's nothing that you can do to change it, it's on its way. When the hurricane is on its way, when the storm is on its way, you can stay there and do nothing, or you can prepare to the best of your ability. You know, let's say that you don't have a car and there's no transportation for you to get anywhere, and there's no available transportation and the storm is coming. So what do? Well, if you have to stay put, then you hunker down in some way. You find a way that you can protect yourself, that you can be safe, okay? And you do the best you can. You do a lot of praying, you do a lot of hoping, you do a lot of wishing, but you do a lot of preparing to the best of your ability. Maybe the hurricane will pass you by. Maybe the storm won't be as bad as you thought, or it could be just as bad as you thought, or as bad as maybe some predicted, or maybe even worse. So what do you do? What do you do when a storm is coming? Do you deny it? Oh no, there's not going to be a storm. I'll just deny it. Well, that's probably not a good idea. Okay, I know people who deny a lot of things and they've done okay in life. You know, my daddy was kind of one of those people. He didn't really deny it, but he always said it's all going to work out. And it pretty much did for the most part. And I loved that attitude. And then my mom always said, we'll get through this together. And I love that one too, that quote that she used to say, and she meant it, we'll get through this together. And regardless of, or irregardless, whatever the word is, when you know a storm is going to come, when you know it's going to happen, there's nothing going to change it. It's coming. Whether you know that you're losing your job, you hear they've already told you you've got 4 weeks left on your job, or you've got 15 minutes left on your job. It's it. It's going to be over. You can sit there in denial and just keep on doing your job, and well, you should until you're not supposed to do your job anymore, but you can deny it and not prepare for it. Or you can begin to pack your boxes and prepare for it and do the best you can all the way until your last day on your job, or your last 15 minutes on your job, whatever the situation happens to be. It's difficult. It's difficult when you don't know what to do, when you don't know. See, all my boxes and everything are out here. Everything's been moved all over the house, and all that's going to go, everything's going to go, including the laundry room. So about a month-long process. So, you know, I can sit here and not get prepared beforehand for tomorrow when they come in to demolish everything in the kitchen. Or I can get prepared as I have and clear everything out and be prepared. And that's what I did. Okay, so I prepared for the storm of the renovation. But that's a good storm, like I said. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. Not so much the process, but hopefully the outcome is going to be fantastic. And I've loved this kitchen. This kitchen's been wonderful to me. And so I wish more storms were like that, good storms, but unfortunately, most storms are not. And so when you see something coming and you know that you can't do anything about it, you prepare to the best of your ability, you pray and you hope, and you keep your faith that you're going to make through it. You know, when you keep your faith and you believe that you're going to make it, it's all going to work out. Often after the storm is over, you're happy you had that thought, because if you think it's not going to work out, then you may not prepare. You may not do the things necessary to get through that storm. If you believe that you're going to get through it, you're going to do all the things you can to get through it, and you're likely to come through it. Okay? And after a storm is over, sometimes life can look exactly the same or similar. And sometimes it doesn't look the same at all. Everything has changed. And that's usually why people don't like storms, because often it can bring change. And maybe they love how their life is. Maybe they love their job. Maybe they love the relationship that they're in, but they see it's coming to an end. Maybe, they have to move because, they're going to build a road through where you live. And so now you have to move. And you can sit there in denial, but at some point they're going to make you move, if they're going to put a road through your land where your house sits. So I think denial is often people's first response. It's kind of a self-preservation response that we all have. But when reality begins to sink in, then we have to begin to prepare. We have to prepare. We have to say, you know what, I'm going to prepare for this. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to get through this effectively. And so you have to prepare for those kinds of storms to the best of your ability and keep your faith and know that you'll get through them. But sometimes big storms do happen. And by denying them, we're putting ourselves at a disadvantage by admitting them that they're coming, they're on their way. We may not like it, we may not want it, we probably don't want it, but we're better off if we're prepared for it by acknowledging it, okay? Well, from my house to yours, may God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.